Good morning. It is Sunday, December 22nd. It's just about 7 a.m. and I just spent the night in the Bonnie and Clyde Hideout apartment in Joplin, Missouri. It was a really cool experience. Spoiler alert, I didn't experience anything ghostly or otherwise paranormal, but I'm going to give you guys a real quick tour, so come on up. This is not the original door. The original door is at the museum here in Joplin, which I saw yesterday. I actually got to touch the door handle. That was kind of cool. Alright, so we come in. Here we have the kitchen, where Blanche was making an egg for Bonnie just before the shootout happened. I want to point out the windows. We've had them closed all night just to kind of give the whole outlaw feel. Didn't want the law seeing us, so. Okay, and then so over here, not the original stove obviously, but you can see where the original stovepipe went out. And here we're coming to the living room. This is where they spent most of the time. Bonnie actually copied a lot of her poetry right here on the floor. They would play jigsaw puzzles, they would play cards at all hours of the night. Originally they made fun of Blanche for her jigsaw puzzles, but then Clyde especially started really getting into them, and he would never finish a puzzle, or excuse me, he would never stop until the puzzle was finished. Now if you look here, what's interesting to see, I don't know, knife marks? Not sure, but several indentations in the floor. Could be knife, could be from cleaning the gun, I don't know. And over here, again, the windows. I want to mention the windows. Windows in every room. That was one of the big selling points for Clyde on the apartment, because they had a 360 view from the perimeter of the house. So over here, our apartment. This is where they're said to have kept their guns, in this cupboard here. Come on over, take a look. I don't know how well you can see. It is early morning. It's still dark out, but that is where the guns were reported to be, as well as in the floor in Bonnie and Clyde's room. And we're going to go into Buck and Blanche's bedroom. This one thing I really like about the apartment here, when I first came yesterday, it felt like the Barrow gang had just left. The house is very well preserved. I mean, if you see the purse and the scarf, that may not be the right term on the guy. I'm going to call it a scarf, but it might have some fancy French name, I don't know. But you just really feel like they had just left yesterday. And this is the original laptop. This is how the Barrow Gang's pictures were discovered, because Blanche wasn't able to come back for it. So, yeah, it's actually a replica of the original laptop. Again, the windows. The room now. Coming to the bathroom here. What's interesting about the bathroom is this is the original flooring, the original tub where they bathed. I would assume they bathed. I mean, this was the closest thing they had to a normal life for 13 days, 12 days rather. I would imagine they would take advantage of the hot water. And that's the original light up there. It's pretty neat. And then this was Bonnie and Clyde's bedroom. Look in the windows, and again, you really get a sense of they had just spent the night here, 2 days ago. Very well preserved apartment. This is where they slept, of course, not the original bed, but you can imagine having, after staying here overnight, every time I'd hear a car, excuse me, I hear a car or sirens, I just try to put myself in their shoes of how they felt. Like, you can imagine they shut all the lights off and maybe crept towards the window and peeked out the blinds. And if you ever get a chance to stay here, you can rent it on Airbnb. it was a really cool experience for me, being a Bonnie and Clyde enthusiast. I don't want to say fan because, you know, some people might take that the wrong way, but let's go through here. So, real quick, I would be remiss if I did not mention Constable Harriman and Detective McGinnis, two officers who unfortunately lost their lives that day, just doing their jobs. They were killed during the ambush by the Barrow Gang, so respect to them. I do not condone anything that Bonnie and Clyde did. I'm a history enthusiast, especially that era of time. Bonnie and Clyde, John Dillinger, that sort of thing. So, yeah, thank you for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.